It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thank you so much for allowing us to stream into your office or into your home, especially during the challenging times that we live in. We appreciate you. Without you, well, we don't have a show, by the way. And every morning, I'd love to share one of our golden rules. It's our core philosophy. And our core philosophy is success leaves clues. The reason we mention that every single morning is because of this belief that if someone else has done it, so can we. But we don't just stop there. We say there's footprints. What if we just looked and see what worked for that person? What if we looked and see what lessons they learned and how we can apply those into our business? You know, there's a saying that if someone else is coming back from the road you want to go down, it's an African proverb. Why not ask them what's ahead in the road? And so every morning we look at a case study, which we're going to do in just a moment. So we can look at the sales strategy, the sales structure, and the sales system that was used, or even their sales message, that we too can look at how we can apply those best practices in our business. So let's go ahead and get started this morning with our case study. And our case study is really about Morningstar. So once upon a time, there was a man named Chris Roofer who noticed something very troubling. While driving his truck to pay for college, he saw that many factories were not working well. They were slow and messy, which made it hard for them to do a good job. And Chris knew, you know what, there has to be a better way to run a business, especially one that could make tomato paste so efficiently. So he said, there's a problem. I see the problem. Now, how do we make it better? How do we do it different? How do we be more efficient? So Chris just didn't sit around and wait for things to change. He got an MBA. He came up with a plan to build a tomato processing plant. I mean, what a big idea. But it wasn't easy. Nothing's easy. Did you know that Chris spent countless hours trying to figure out the best machines to use? He wanted to make sure his plan could work as fast and it would save money. But that was a big challenge because he had to convince other people to join him and build something that didn't exist, build something that was new. So he had to come up with the sales message that said, here's our unique selling proposition to the market. Now, Chris's solution was simple, but it was powerful. He focused on knowing his customers and suppliers really, really well and being the cheapest producer without sacrificing quality. This is like having a great sales strategy where you understand what your customers need. And you said, you know what, I can give it to them at the best price possible, still give them the experience, still have the quality, still deliver on time. But Chris also believed in self-management, which means everyone in the company is really their own boss. And this helped Morningstar grow into the biggest tomato processing company in the world. Woo! Think about your business, the biggest in the world. Here's my big takeaway. Having a strong sales system. See, Chris's success shows us that when you know your market strategy, you have a clear sales plan. Got to have that. You can achieve great things. It's important to have a strategy that helps you grow your business and make positive impact in people's lives. So just like Morningstar, you can create a sales strategy, you can create a sales structure, you can create a sales system where everyone works together towards one common goal, and that is to solve a problem like it's never been solved before, impact humanity, and have big, big profits. You do that, oh, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for joining. It is an honor and a privilege to be here. And my promise to you is that this conversation we're in right now will be a good use of your time. So every morning after we look at a case study, we go to the other side. And we say, what is our CEO philosophy? I believe that every CEO should have a philosophy, something they stand on, something they believe in, something when they go to the sales department echoes that philosophy and adopts that culture. And our philosophy is simple. It's 3 words. 3 words haven't changed. 3 words have remained consistent. And those 3 words are focus on sales. Those 3 words are focus on sales. Those 3 words are focus on sales. That's our mantra. Repeat after me. Focus on sales. And there's a huge reason why we believe that. Because if you can't focus on sales, you really can't be in business, by the way. And sales at the end of the day is the oxygen. Whoa, that's really important. for every successful business in history. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The message, the point is really loud and clear. And the point is, selling is serious, serious business. So after we do that, we go over to the other side and we say, well, what do we need to do as a CEO? What is our focus as a CEO? What should we be focused on? What should we be looking at? And the answer is simple. We have a pledge to the sales department as a CEO. And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. Now, those are 3 words that we can all repeat as CEOs. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and repeat those 3 words after me right now. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. But then we have 3 objectives. We don't just come together for a CEO sales huddle. You don't just have a sales meeting just to have a sales meeting. In that sales meeting, there's really 3 objectives. The number 1 objective, I believe, for any sales meeting at the very beginning is always, what's the progress we're making in sales? Like, what conversations are we having? What are we doing? And in sales, then it's about what are the hurdles that we have? What's holding us back? What's the roadblocks? And as a CEO, I need to make sure you have the sales processes, the sales resources, and the sales tools you need to really remove the roadblocks so you can go faster, easier, quicker than before. And then last but not important is to adopt the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. And those 5 sales pillars are, number 1, a CEO sales plan. Number 2, a sales cycle. Number 3, understand the sales message, make it unique, make it different, make it resonate with our ideal client. Number 4, a CEO dashboard. And number 5, we've got to have a sales team. I mean, without a sales team, means success is a team sport. Now, for those folks who tune in every morning, and you're here right now, we really appreciate you. Thanks for taking time to listen in. Thanks for taking time to join. Do me a favor, look right below the video, and you can put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in this conversation right now. We want to connect with you. And for all the other folks who tune in, maybe you tune in every single morning and you can't hit hashtag. Maybe you're putting hashtag replay because you watched the replay. Thank you so much. Or maybe right now you're on Roku TV, or Apple TV, or Amazon Fire, or YouTube Live, or one of our syndicated platforms. Some of you download the podcast. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Do me a favor. Over on that section, go ahead and go over to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown, and let me know that you're in this conversation. Now, here's the point. CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs go to understand how to sell more faster. That's the biggest question I get asked. What is the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? Why does it exist? Well, it exists because we have a big why. And our big why is about sales growth, sales accountability, and sales consistency. And to make that a reality, here's what we do. We get together every morning for 15 minutes. And during this 15 minutes, we focus on sales. During this 15 minutes, which is 1,440 minutes, you think about how many minutes there are in a day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So you're sharing 1% of your day to focus on sales for one reason. And that one reason is, how do I get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue over whatever I'm earning today? I earn an extra $100,000 a month because I'm in this conversation around sales, around success. And then that leads to a bigger question. How do I do it? Like, what would I track? What would I manage? What would I look at? What would be my pillars that I would get to, my milestones, so I know I'm on track? When I'm on track, what do I do to get back off track or get back on track? So we created something called the CEO Sales Dashboard for our private clients. So behind the scenes, we've been working with our private clients. They're measuring 5 key metrics: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. And in those metrics, they're looking at what's working and what's not working. So let's go over and take a look at yours. Now, you can download the CEO Sales Dashboard. Go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. It looks just like this. And when you pull it up, you're going to have it there in front of you. Once you have it there in front of you, you can take a look at it and say, okay, I have it here. Now, what am I looking at, Shay? Well, on the left-hand side, we're looking at leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. It goes right down the left-hand side. Now, you're able to go ahead and customize this. So you can insert your top product or your top 2 products and just track those 2 alone. Seriously, just those 2 alone. And then go across the top and look at the number of days: day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And then once you get there, come down from there and take a look at it. And then say, okay, let's pick a category we want to focus on today. Let's say we're focusing on deals. So you're going to go look at deals and say, well, wait a minute. In the deals category for my number one product, how many deals did I close yesterday? Now, you might have a total number of deals because some of you sell multiple products. So we don't want to put you in a box. But some of you, it's just one or two products. I mean, you nail one or two products, life's pretty good. So let's go look at that product. How many deals were closed yesterday? Now, when I first got started, I used to stop there. That's all I looked at. But I want you to come down a little bit further and say, well, wait a minute. How many deals are pending? Pending means they're hot, warm, or cold. Hot means, well, they should close in the next 10 days. Warm means, well, 10 plus days, whatever 10 plus days looks like for you in your industry. And number 3 is they're kind of cold. Don't mean they're not going to buy. That's not what I'm saying. But they're at least 20 days plus and out. And now we adopt the philosophy of what gets measured gets managed, what gets managed gets better. Isn't that kind of cool? So now you can manage it. And then we look at the other side and say, let's celebrate some wins. Like we're looking at the sales department. We looked at what's worked yesterday. We looked at our challenges. We acknowledged the team. We're right there. Let's look at that. Let's ask ourselves 3 questions because powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So number 1. What are you most proud of? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? Number 3, what do you want to brag about today? You just want to brag. You just want to brag. You want to lay it all on the line. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. Now you looked at the sales department, you looked at what's working. Yay. You acknowledge the challenge. You acknowledge the things that could have been a little bit better. I get that. And you say everything's not perfect, Shay. We did have some challenges yesterday. And I want to look at those challenges. I want to acknowledge my wins, yes, but also I want to understand that every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So I want to take a look at some of the challenges we had. You can apply the same principle. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions their focus, and in this life, you get what you focus on. So number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? Number 2, what's preventing you today from moving forward? And number 3, what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So I'm going to ask you right now to slow down. I'm going to ask you right now to focus on the areas you say, here's where the biggest improvement lies for me. My message of the day is focus on your sales strategy, your sales structure, and your sales system. And the reason I'm saying systems is because my belief is that systems beat goals every single time. You see, systems are duplicatable, systems are repeatable, and systems is something you can give to someone else. I'm going to suggest you step into that frame, and in doing that, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, and my promise to you is we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless, and keep doing God's work. I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Bye-bye for now.